Hello, namaste, and welcome back to another brand new episode of Music of Your Choice. As a episode, it's going to be something different, something special. Special in what regards? People often say, you are what you wear. So as I say, hamro sathma chai ekजना यस्तो व्यक्तित्व हुनुहुन्छ जसलाई चाहिँ confidence को architect भन्दा पनि फरक नपर्ला. She's a very beautiful person. I've only seen her via social medias, and the thing that she does, her profession, उहाँलाई professionally चाहिँ मैले देखिरहेको हुँ. But it's so good to sit right next to her, talking to her, sharing her experience, sharing my own experience in so many beautiful journeys of life. Welcome to the show, Shrija. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. I've been following very closely your work and everything, So it's something that I find really very inspirational at the same time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, Malai, directly, I just want to know right now what is happening in your life, Panera. So, what is keeping you busy these days? How is life? How is everything going on?
Okay, so to start with, I'm a new mom. I have an 8-year-old baby boy.
Months old?
Yeah. 8 months old, yes. 8 months old baby boy, and currently I'm pretty occupied with that. But at the same time, I've got to run the business. So yeah, I'm doing this. I've got a brand named Ambassador Design, and then I'm doing that. At the same time, I've got like investment in multiple places. So yeah.
Wow,
balancing
that's
both
lovely.
Professional and personal life.
Wow, we call women a power pack performer as well, having a 8-month-old baby along with your business is not a joke at all.
Yeah.
Because mentally, emotionally, you feel like you need to be with your baby pani. Along with that, you need to be with your brainchild as well. So you cannot pinpoint कि यो चाहिँ body important छ र यो less important छ भन्ने कुरा हैन. So after having your baby, मलाई चाहिँ एकदमै धेरै यस्तो भयो हैन, but I don't know if it's a common thing or it's just me. मलाई चाहिँ एकदमै मेरो brain fog भएको जस्तो भएको थियो कि जस्तो जुन किसिमले I could be creative when I didn't had my baby. त्यो creative space चाहिँ I feel like somewhere कता कता चाहिँ त्यो जुन समयमा त्यो खाली समयमा कति धेरै creative सोच्ने समयमा चाहिँ I think so much about my daughter only. त्यस्तो खालको situation, did you face it or not?
So yeah, I can completely relate with what you said. Like pretty much every new mother does, because currently jun millennials or situation, they have to balance both, like personal and professional life. Being a new mom, and it's a new life for you, it's an added identity and then added responsibility. At the same time, like you need to take care of your baby, like it's every day your baby is becoming someone new, and then you have to keep up to date with that. You need to do your research, like ke khwaune, ke गर्ने, अब ठुलो हुँदैछ के सिकाउने, like all of those keeps your brain occupied. Obviously that is the reason that you won't be able to be creative in your work as much as you were in your free life, So it is happening with me currently, but thanks to my family and everybody, they are there as a helping hand, I have also a nanny and a supportive husband and in-laws. So yeah, pretty much my baby boy is occupied with them as well. So yeah, that gives me space, but 80% it's baby. 20% it's work.
True, exactly. मलाई चाहिँ एकदमै धेरै भएको के पहिला चाहिँ एक्लै भएको टाइममा पनि I used to think a lot के अब के गर्ने अब के छ भन्ने खालको हैन.
But you could come with so many new ideas that time when you were free. Yeah.
अब मेरो त अब I cannot relate to you because I think you're the area that you're working on. हुन त दुवैजना आर्टमा भए पनि you need to think so much about what's coming up new. How can I make my brand more valuable, competitive at the same time, because it's not a joke to come up with something interesting and exciting for people. That's variety of people. How do you manage? How do you keep up with all of these things?
Okay, so to talk about that one, it's very interesting because I got into yoga and meditation 2 years ago before my pregnancy. So that has been helping me a lot to put my hormonals in balance, and then I put up with my diet. That also gives my mental clarity. So whenever I'm with my baby, I'm very present. So whenever my baby is with the family member, that time I just sit like 5 minutes, meditate, put my like self put together, and then I think for work. So that time I'm not thinking about baby. Like I'm not a mother. That time I'm just the owner. I just have business to run. I need to think of something. That is my brainstorming time.
I love this
So
thing.
that's how I do it.
I love this idea of yours. तर कस्तो मैले चाहिँ पर्सनली कस्तो पनि एक्सपिरियन्स गरेको छु भने कि sometimes you do need that me time so badly. So badly you need that. But especially relatives-हरु कतिजना हुन्छ उहाँहरूले चाहिँ कस्तो फिल गराउनुहुन्छ भने कि मदर भनेको चाहिँ मदर नै हो and you should never get out of that zone. What is me time भन्ने खालको चाहिँ मैले कोहीबाट एक्सपिरियन्स गरेको छु के हैन र फेरि इमिडिएट फ्यामिली मेम्बर्स हैन के एक्सटेन्डेड पिपल अनि दे मेक यु फिल लाइक काम भनेको लाइफमा जहिले गरे पनि हुन्छ and your money is not going to run the household or bring drastic change in the household. So why are you like ignoring तिम्रो बच्चाको upbringing over your business भन्ने खालको चाहिँ मैले एक दुई जनाबाट सुनेको छु के doesn't this bothers you sometimes मलाई चाहिँ एकदमै रिस नै उठ्छ के यो कुरा
you're so true like अब यसमा चाहिँ नि मलाई के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि हैन I've faced with these kind of situation a lot like even when I was not married त्यो बेलामा पनि they were like केटी छोरी मान्छे भइसकेपछि 9 to 5 job गर्दा सेफ हुन्छ you'll be able to give family time and everything right so त्यो एउटा फेज हुन्छ अनि त्यसपछि त्यो टाइम लडेर फाइट गरेर you start your own business right you want to create your own identity and all अब त्यसपछि you get married भइसकेपछि you need to balance your like husband को priority पनि हुन्छ family priority त्यसपछि आफू आउनुपर्छ भन्छ अब now your mother it's again added so त्यो सबै चीजसँग ट्याकल गर्नको लागि मेरो मेन मन्त्र भनेको चाहिँ it's a clear communication I don't leave any cards on turn when it comes to my family or any relatives or any extended relatives हैन it's like whenever you listen something you don't have to argue I think that is what like matters to me and that is my strategy that's how I communicate हैन कस्तो हुनाले you can explain them properly and then give them new perspective and then I can also tell them that तपाईहरुले आफ्नो उमेरमा गर्नुपर्ने थियो नि यस्तो गरे भने चाहिँ you could have created your own identity like I get it's very like smart and you know like उहाँहरुले आफ्नो बेलाको guilt is I think that is what happens like आफ्नो बेलामा फेस गर्नुभएको guilt and burden they are trying to pass on through the communication which turns out to be negative right and that's what we can give them back like हुन्छ नि तपाईहरुले आफ्नो बेलामा गर्न पाउनु भएन त्यतिबेला छोरी मान्छेहरुको लागि त्यति अपर्च्युनिटी थिएन हाम्रो बेलामा so that's how we need to do it we need to know how to balance it it's very difficult balancing both and then we share our burden to them rather listening to their burden so that's how I do it I communicate everything
it's a little funny पनि है पहिलाको कुरा गर्ने हो भने मेजोरिटीमा जाने हो भने हाउसहोल्ड वर्क यति धेरै प्रेसरको हुन्थ्यो कि उहाँहरूले चाहेर पनि बाहिर र घर ब्यालेन्स गर्न गाह्रो हुन्थ्यो हैन तर अहिलेको वुमेनको कुरा गर्ने भने द लेडिज टुडे वी नीड टु ब्यालेन्स आउट आवर वर्क आवर फाइनान्सेस किनभने हामीलाई चाहिँ घरमा आई वन्ट बी शेयरिङ एनिथिङ भन्ने पनि हुँदैन वी वन्ट टु डु अ पार्ट अफ आवर शेयर एज वेल सो वेदर इट बी फिजिकली आफ्नो पार्ट अफ शेयर अफ वर्क गर्नेदेखि लिएर घरमा फाइनान्शियली हेल्प गर्नेदेखि लिएर आफ्नो प्रोफेसनली आफ्नो लाइफ अगाडि बढाउनेदेखि लिएर सोशल लाइफ अगाडि बढाउनेदेखि लिएर हैन देयर इज so much happening that you need to put your head into so many
compartments
अब पहिला यति धेरै you were not supposed to stay updated your speed ma अहिले if you need to sit here you never know what kind of questions I might ask you need to stay updated with at least basics of so many things so पहिलाको comparison ma I think the pressure is pretty immense अहिलेको time ma
एकदम it is pressure on us and then that is what I think they are not able to comprehend of that generation I mean it is that they didn't have the opportunity and that's a very sad part but now we have so why not take it and that is what we need to put this perception in their mindset I think it makes them easier to understand whatever we are doing and why we are doing it एउटा त्यो भयो अनि अर्को कुरा चाहिँ नि मलाई के फिल हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि हैन कम्युनिकेसन जति क्लियर गर्यो नि that like puts everything in balance अनि मेरो perception चाहिँ नि मैले शेयर गर्नु पर्दाखेरि हैन how I have been balancing it is I don't actually balance it but I try to design it the way I like for example, metaphorically, like I design clothes, right? Ani मैले कस्तो मेरो concept कस्तो छ embassy designs को, it fits whatever the body type is. I don't make people fit in my sizes, right? I make that fits their body size. Similarly, metaphorically, मेरो lifestyle मा पनि I do that. म situation अनुसार bend हुँदिन, but I design my own lifestyle. I make my own path, and त्यही अनुसारको चाहिँ lifestyle create गर्न सक्छु.
I'm so glad that I'm sitting right next to such a positive person, because the way you're expressing things, I can feel, I can sense the kind of positive energy that you carry.
So if you have a vision, basically, you are a woman with a plan, you have a vision, you'll try to create like that. No, you'll try to curate your daily routine like that. You'll try to pass your vision to your co-partner, with your family members like that. And then they will eventually understand, and that is what designing is all about. Like I plan my diet, I plan my schedule, I plan all of my things with the people who are associated with me on my daily basis. That's how it gets like designed like that, you know. Like
have you always been this kind of person, like a ball of positive energy, a planner? If I would have to recall your past, like your early childhood, have you always been this kind of person?
Actually not. If I have to talk about my childhood, I was completely different. I would never imagine me sitting like this, talking on a live show with you, first of all, because I've been a very introvert, very shy, not putting up my any opinions on the table. I used to be very quiet, but very observant. That's what I need to say about myself. Like, I've been very observant. I used to like see how people react to the things that I do. Even though I was very small, but I was conscious about the environment that I was in. So I used to express through my art. I used to draw a lot, paint a lot. I used to use lots of colors, and that's how I used to express my emotions. But not everybody understands that, right? So you need to use your word. So that's what I understood later on.
Can I relate this with your child right now?
Yeah.
Like, just the most सानोमा एउटा कि मेरो personality को trait थियो के हो भने चाहिँ कति कुरा चाहिँ I want to pass it on to my daughter, अनि कतिपय कुरा चाहिँ I do not want to pass it on to my daughter as well के र अहिले जस्तो हजुरको कुरा भयो हैन, you were a shy introvert kind of person. Do you remember what might have shaped you to be that kind of person? And त्यो कुरा चाहिँ म चाहिँ I want to like हुन्छ नि remember this thing and I don't want to pass it on to my son भन्नु पर्यो भने चाहिँ why or what made you that kind of personality?
Okay, so through my journaling I've got to know myself, right? So like अहिले हजुरले सोध्नु भएको क्वेशनको आन्सरको चाहिँ नि हैन म त्यति कन्सियस हुँदैन थियो होला if I would not do the journaling. So going back to my childhood, I wouldn't question myself or say that introvert is something that you should not be. It is just kind of a thing that exists, right? It is nothing bad about you being shy. That is what I used to be. But people talking about that and pointing out that you being introvert is not right made me think that introvert is not right. Okay? So are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Like, so
I'm getting where you're coming from.
That I was like, कस्तो भन्नाले बाध्यताले गर्दाखेरि मलाई मेरो शब्द use गर्नु पर्यो. I was happy in my world. I was introvert but happy. I never said that I was sad. I never wanted to put my opinion. I never knew that it was important to put my opinion, then only I would be heard and then my things would be done. And त्यो सबै चिज नहुँदै गइसकेपछि throughout the life of experience, I got to know that no, extrovert नै हुनु पर्दो रहेछ hard way. I learned it very hard way. But if I would say like मेरो BB, if he also becomes introvert, I wouldn't force him to become extrovert. Okay? Whatever he is, he is. He just needs to be happy. He needs to be living his life his way. I wouldn't force him like तिमी बोल्दैनौ तिमी confident छैनौ हैन. I was confident in my own way हैन. तर like society puts up like that.
Not everyone needs to hold up a mic and then start speaking to the crowd.
There must be some people who is listening, right? So I used to be on that side. It was okay, but then like after I got to know that I wouldn't be heard if I am not speaking, then I started speaking.
And speaking well, Penny.
Speaking, I think.
I am vouching on to that. फेरि कस्तो पनि भयो नि आफ्नो पर्सनालिटी सबैको डिफरेन्ट हुन्छ. अनि यहाँले भन्नुभएको जस्तो यहाँको इनिशियल डेजको पर्सनालिटी आई थिङ्क द्याट हेज वाट लेड टु यु वेयर यु आर टुडे. जस्तो यहाँले भन्नुभयो यु एक्सप्रेस युर सेल्फ थ्रु कलर्स भन्ने कुरा गर्नुभयो. आई थिङ्क that part of you, that kid in you is living that life today.
Exactly.
That's so rare. Exactly. सानो बेलामा something that makes you happy, that kid in you is still alive. And I'm so glad to hear that.
Exactly. So that's what you need to groom. Whatever you are good at, that even though I've become extrovert, but I'm extrovert just for my professional life, right? I'm still an introvert inside. I like to know people from inside. I like to know their vibe.
Then we can call you ambivert.
Yeah, I'm ambivert somewhere. Yeah, I'm ambivert because I like to know people's vibe. I'm a very good observant. I don't really speak if I don't have to speak. I don't really like to speak much. I like to notice their behavior. I'm really good at psychology. I'm also a psychology enthusiast. So that is because of my introvert traits. So I love being introvert, but because my work life demands being extrovert, so I'm just learning to be that. But that is what I'm saying, like सबैजनाको आफ्नो forte हुन्छ, आफ्नो genre हुन्छ, हैन, आफ्नो behavior हुन्छ, aspect हुन्छ. So you do not need to change for anybody until it's required or you need to prove something. Then it's okay, you go for it. You're like, we're vouching for it. But if it doesn't, then कसैको लागि पनि change हुनु पर्दैन. You're introvert, it's good. You're shy, it's good. You're confident, it's good. You're talking in the mic, it's good. हुन्छ नि, whatever it is okay. That is what I think. Yeah.
So, kun point ma pugeपछि चाहिँ you started realizing or having a sense of yourself, like म यस्तो खालको मान्छे हो, म यस्तो खालको छु भनेर sense of yourself हुन्छ नि. When did you started having that sense of you?
It is not actually that one moment particular, but it is like different events in life that you face. You know, like अब स्कुलमा हुँदाखेरि म त्यति बोल्दैन थिएँ, but then मलाई त कुराहरू कति चाहिन्थ्यो होला नि त. So त्यो कुरा like नभन्दाखेरि I didn't used to get it, but पछि जब मैले भन्न थालेँ, I started getting it. So I started evaluating, you know, myself. So I think I need to, like, मलाई चाहेको बेलामा चाहिँ I need to say these things. I need to express with the words. Like, people are not just going to assume that I need this and I'm going to get it. You know? So I think your traitले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ eventually when I started the business, I found a gap in the market, right? Like, there is very less formal wear options for women. So how did I notice that? Being an observant. So eventually other businesses that I have been investing in, those are the market gaps. It's not, I'm not going with the हुन्छ नि अब एउटा ट्रेन्डको अनुसार फलो गर्नु भन्दा नि I try to notice what is there in the market that is not happening, what do people need. All of those are through observations, Nita. So I think it is eventual different events that has made me like who I am, हुन्छ नि. So I think it's that. It's not, there's not a particular event. Yeah.
Talking about Ambassador Designs itself, you know.
Yeah.
It didn't really started in your very early teens or very early of 20s. It happened, like you said, through a long term of observation and repeated learnings or pani kati hola, you know. So when it comes to Ambassador Designs, when it popped to your head that I want to start my own line, I want to get to know where it started. Everything that went behind BTS, everything sunnu paryo bhane chai.
Okay. So Ambassador Design ko journey chai it started when I was 22 years old, somewhere around 22, 23. त्यो बेलामा चाहिँ नि there was a series called Gossip Girl, and then I was really inspired by how their lifestyle is, how they used to dress up, and then the formal wear was like so chic and elegant, and I was in love with their wardrobe. And then I just completed my bachelor's त्यो बेलामा, and then I had in mind, because my father is a businessman, and I was like, I also want to be like a businesswoman someday. And then even the husband, he was my boyfriend back then, and then he also had already started his business, and I was influenced by both of them, and I was like, म पनि पछि गएर business गर्छु. But then I was not ready yet, or I thought so, I was not ready yet. And I used to think that I'm 30 years old, and I'll do the professional work, I'll do some corporate jobs, and then I'll start my own business, something, but I didn't know what. So after my graduation, I went for job, and then I got the job, and then I wanted like capsule wardrobe for myself, I know. I wanted to go like alkati fancy but just like Gossip Girl. So I wanted to curate that wardrobe and went for shopping. But sadly त्यति बेला it was 2016 को कुरा हैन. त्यो बेलामा I could not find a single shop that was selling formal wears for ladies. And I was like, किन यति जना मान्छे केटीहरु त अफिस जान्छ त अहिलेको जमानामा, किन छैन केटीहरुको लागि formal wears. अनि एउटा दुईटा शपमा हुन्थ्यो कुन्नाबाट एउटा दुईटा ब्लेजर निकाल्थ्यो कि यो हुन्छ बहिनी भनेर कम्प्रोमाइज गर्ने अब म वाला खालको त्यस्तो आई वाज ह्याभिङ द्याट इस्यु अनि त्यसपछि ओके फाइन इफ यु कान्ट फाइन्ड इट रेडिमेड आई थिङ्क आई कस्टमाइज सो आई वेन्ट देयर वर सो मेनी सुटिङ एन्ड सर्टिङ फर मेन्स राइट सो आई वेन्ट वान अफ द स्टोरमा आई सोड माई इन्सपिरेसन फोटो देखाएर आई वान्ट समथिङ लाइक दिस एन्ड दे वर लाइक ओके बनाइदिन्छु एन्ड देन इट वाज एक्सपेक्टेसन भर्सेस रियालिटी it was like so disappointing. Oh my god, yeah, it was very disappointing and I was like, oh my god, सबैजना लेडिजहरु अफिस जाँदा कहाँ बनाउँछौ लुगा प्लिज सजेस्ट मी
अनि सोशल मिडिया पनि थिएन that you can just ask question and people would
exactly so like त्यो कुरा थिएन अनि त्यसपछि I was like compromising in my wardrobe म गइरहेको थिएँ अफिस like 2-3 years त मेरो त्यतिकै नै गयो हैन compromised wardrobe मै गयो एउटा दुईटा त I even ordered from abroad तर त्यसरी त हुँदैन सो आई वाज लाइक ओके इफ नोबडी इज डुइङ इट आई थिङ्क आई सुड डु इट भनेर अनि मैले चाहिँ लाइक स्मल रिसर्च जस्तो चाहिँ गरेँ विथ माई कलिग्स एन्ड फ्रेन्ड्स एन्ड लाइक कलेजेसहरूमा रिसर्च नै पठाएर विथ 3 क्वेसन्स इफ आई वुड स्टार्ट अ फर्मल वेयर ब्रान्ड वुड यु सप फ्रम देयर इफ येस what kind of collection would you want अनि एउटा ओपन एन्डेड क्वेसन थियो please drop your free suggestions भनेर I got like this एउटा सफ्टवेयर त्यो बेला युज गर्न मिल्ने SPSS त्यसमा राख्दा 98% पोजिटिभ रेस्पोन्ड आयो के एन्ड देन द्याट वाज लाइक द्याट क्लिक्ड मी ओके आई निड टु स्टार्ट दिस बिजनेस राइट नाउ भनेर अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ नि I got help from my sister and then with my husband and then with my family members and then I started immediately.
Well, that's lovely. The kind of response I got was not expected किनभने कुनै एउटा ब्रान्ड स्टार्ट गर्नको लागि चाहिँ सायद कमै एन्टरप्रेनर्सहरू हुनुहुन्छ होला हातमा गरेर जसले चाहिँ पुरै त्यो डेटा लिएर एसपीएसएसमा राखेर त्यो फाइन्डिङ निकालेर गर्नुहुने खालको कि बिकज मोस्ट अफ द पिपल वी सी इज लाइक दे ट्राई टु पुट देयर ह्यान्ड्स इन्टु समथिङ if it works khatra if it does not works नेपालमा कामै छैन and then I think नेपालमा केही छैन we need to go abroad भन्ने खालकै response हामीले धेरै पाउँछौँ नि त हैन so यहाँलाई चाहिँ if you would have to say from an entrepreneur point of view हैन how tough it is to sustain नेपाली मार्केटमा कसरी चाहिँ exist गरिराख्नु पर्छ होला या what are the things because I think hardworking people like you are very few because I would not do that. Maybe यसरी research गरेर SPSS मै राखेर because I am very bad at research. So I 10 out of 10 to you on
Thank
that.
you so much.
But having said that, what would you give out a message to a lot of people out there? जसले चाहिँ सोच्नुहुन्छ कि नेपालमा try गरेको मैले भएन. But brands like yours are sustaining, flourishing पनि नि त कसरी चाहिँ उहाँहरूले चाहिँ यहाँले चाहिँ एउटा हुन्छ नि ब्रेन वाश हुने खालको केही कुरा सेयर गरिदिनुहुन्थ्यो भने
Okay, so one thing that I would say is do not follow the trend. That is also the tagline of Ambassador Design. We do not follow the trend. You curate what is not there in the market. So if you focus on like you need to fulfill the demand as well. कसैलाई काम नलाग्ने चीज गरेर पनि फेरि it doesn't make sense, हैन? But you need to do the research. Of course, that is the most important and vital element of any businesses that you do. So it's better to do the research first. Have at least 10 business ideas that you want to do, and you have to be very practical. At the same time, you need to be a risk taker, but a calculative risk taker that is going to make you sustain in a longer term. And be consistent, but do not be too creative. Like if you become too creative, it is not going to be relatable to the people you want to sell your products to. So it is very important that you be very practical, hold your core, but also become flexible when it's needed. Just so for example, hamro chai ni aba office wear, right? But a lockdown happened, and a lockdown belama office ko jancha. So hamro sales ke bhayo 10% matra bhayo, like it dropped 90% त्यो time ma. So we need to think of something.
A lot.
Yeah, and then it was just second year of our brand, right? So we could not afford being just like 90% down on the sales. So what we thought was, okay, if everybody is working from home, why don't we create a line work from home collection? So it is same, like core is same, right? Like working people ko lagi नै targeted ho, but they are working from home. So we made a pajama that is like very comfortable from down. It's a trouser, but mathi chai ni they do the video calls and every conferences, right? So they could do in a very comfy wear pajama, but at the same time it looks formal. So we came up with that line. So it took up 200% above again.
Wow.
Within a 3 months. So that's like we sold around, if I could give you a number, we sold around 800 chanchun pieces.
Just
that was
two line matre.
just that line, only that line. And it was during lockdown when sales was not happening, and then we pick up ke tyo belama. So it was something new, and then in between we came up with ARC project, and then different like revolving around the same core, but you need to be flexible as well. So yeah, I think
that's a lovely message out there as well. Yahanko, like even if you are watching us right now, then something that you need to maintain is consistency is what I learned out of you. Is this what we can expect out of you in this 2026, or there is more to come?
So mainly it's that for 2026 in my professional side. In my personal side, I'm going to be more focused on my health side. I'm going to do
health
lots
is
of
wealth.
Yeah,
End
health
of the
is
day.
yeah. So currently I have started keto diet, and next is Pilates. So let's see if it happens.
I tried Pilates. I figured out I am not
good?
Pilates kind of girl. I am not. Mostly, I've always been into yoga.
Okay.
So I think yoga is my thing. I
Okay.
am not Pilates kind of girl. Say boy, malai.
Okay.
I started मेरो नानु 45 days को boy पछि I went for proper Pilates classes for 2 months, and I realized that is not my
In
thing.
45 days, you're able to go. Oh my God, that's so empowering.
Empowering चाहिँ हैन. I
Yeah.
think that's stupidity मा पनि अलिकति हुन्छ नि एउटा
Yeah.
when you can either be stupid, you can either be smart भने जस्तो touch it मलाई चाहिँ regularly exerciseहरु गरिरहने बानी भएको भएर चाहिँ I really wanted to get into it. तर after that I have not worked out much बाहिर गएर चाहिँ. तर I
But you
am
look
not
so
Pilates
fit.
kind of girl.
I mean, you don't look like you have got 1-year-old baby girl, you know, like you look so fit. Yeah.
Maybe because I love juggling a lot of work. त्यो भएर पनि हुन सक्छ. That's how I explain people, you know. But having said that, your life must have been also really different after your baby, because baby भन्दा अगाडि since you dated your husband for quite a long time, you know, अनि भनेपछि you have that cute love bond एउटा अनि त्यसपछि अनि when you're married to भर्खर आफूले एकदम मन परेको मान्छेसँग when you get married to bubbles so different हुन्छ. And then you have a child together, so phase wise a different chapter keeps on unfolding, and it's so beautiful. For you, how has it been like?
Okay, yeah, it has been very beautiful journey. So me and my husband, we have known each other now since like 14 years, almost 14 years, and we've been married now 3 years, and then we have a baby boy. So yeah, we've been doing business together. We do every projects together. We even are in diet together. So we basically grew up. Sangai, so we know like every bits of each other. Like so yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun.
That's good to know. किनभने in a time when professional life, personal life, social life, it gets caught up so much. Husband side ma pani, wife side ma pani, every way. But still, you guys are managing to sabai kura sangai milera. किनभने when husband and wife they get into the same business, कति कुराहरु चाहिँ त बुझ्दैन. म र मेरो husband, if I drive, हामी दुईजना नरिसाइकन बस्दै सक्छौँ के. हामी चाहिँ गाडीबाट ओर्लिँदाखेरि एकअर्कासँग बोल्दै बोल्दैनौँ के. सो हामी त्यति रिसाउँछ हैन एकअर्कासँग चित्तै बुझ्दैन के. सो भनिन्छ कि एकदम it's really tough, but त्यो सबै भए पनि you guys are managing it so well. I hope, wish and pray it always stays like this.
Thank you so much.
The evil eye हुन्छ नि एउटा. I hope it always stays
I think
with
I'd
you
like
guys.
to like talk about that. You know how power couple works. So हाम्रो चाहिँ नि basic starting bone नै project बाट भएको थियो नि त. So that is when we figured out that he is more of a logical and I'm more of a creative. So the yin and yang भएकोले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि we've been able to work together in our like professional life as well, and then we balance हाम्रो personal life similarly. He has his own roles to fulfill, I have my own, and we do not interpret or overlap in each other's role. So हुन्छ नि उसले के गरिरहेको छ भने I don't point it out, and then if I'm doing something then he doesn't point it
How
out.
do you do that? I
mean,
really need to
space.
learn this thing off camera. After we go for a break, I am going to learn all of these tricks and use in my husband. But keeping this my stories aside, we need to head on towards our rapid fire round question, because I have prepared few questions. जुन चाहिँ एकदम रमाइलो होस् भन्ने हिसाबले हो. So I have 20 questions. So you do not need to stress much. Whatever you feel like, just answer it as quick as you can. हैन त?
Okay.
All right. I'll ask you 20 questions मैले भनिहालेँ, and the first question is, what is the soul of a perfect suit?
Soul of it's a silhouette.
Okay. Does the coat wear the person, or does the person wear the coat?
Always person wears the coat.
Lovely. What is the one fashion rule you love to break?
Do not fix your body based on the size of the clothes.
Loved that answer. If your designs could talk, what would be their favorite secret?
I think I can't answer this quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
According to you, what is the most dangerous design you've ever made?
Okay, there was one design. So it is going to be long answer. So I've designed, it is going to be long. So I made this, you know, like various people are really intimidated by different colors and patches here in Nepal, and then they are not really comfortable wearing it. But I really wanted to launch that. So I did launched, and then it didn't become really famous, but it became iconic, and that became our, you know, like a marketing campaign type of a thing. Like different colors put together brings out a life.
Wow.
You know, like, and then people were really, they really love it. It's still in the showroom, and then they admire it, and they were like, okay, I think I'm going to go for safe color for me. Well, it's admired, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I can imagine that. When you look in the mirror, do you see a designer or a dreamer?
A dreamer.
Okay. Yeah. What is the one fabric that feels most like home to you?
Ice silk.
A suit is armor. What are you protecting your clients from? If a suit was an armor.
Okay. Not feeling uncomfortable, to feel the most comfortable. Yeah.
Nice. If you had to design using only one color for rest of your life, which color would it be?
Burgundy, always.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah.
What is the golden secret to your success that nobody knows?
Consistency.
Now I know. High heels or power suits, which one gives more confidence?
Power suits.
आफ्नो business भएर त हैन.
I know. It is like definitely.
Just kidding. What is the ultimate fashion sin you can never forgive?
Do not wear different patterns altogether. If you are wearing checks, just wear checks. Do not put the stripes or flower print on it. Yeah.
Are you a fan of Emily in Paris?
Yeah.
And this episode, she was wearing all different kind of prints, and it was all over the internet.
Yeah.
Like, how can designers or brain only I could get into their head.
Yeah.
How can they think of
No, it becomes
like
like really beautiful if you put it together in a very, you know, calculative way. But it becomes too much sometimes.
So how do you guys come up with, okay, so this would be so perfect. Maths jasto लाग्छ क्या मलाई
Yeah, it
चाहिँ
is
यो
kind
कुरा.
of a maths, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Now, okay. Would you rather dress a queen or a rock star? This is my personal favorite question.
I'm more of a queen kind of a person because my designs are mostly
feminine.
It's more feminine and power holding, and then you know, like more confident, classy. So I would bend towards queen. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. Buttons or zippers? Pick one forever.
Buttons.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Because while I was going through your videos, couple of weeks back, I saw you explaining about buttons or something like that.
I'm obsessed with buttons, yeah.
So I remember that. That's why I knew you would come up with buttons. One word to describe a person who wears your clothes.
Confident.
If your life was a movie, what would the title be?
Write your own story.
You are a very fast
Yeah.
thinker.
Yeah.
What's more important, looking good or feeling comfortable?
Feeling comfortable.
I
Yeah.
think sometimes I
Yeah.
go for looking good and I
Yeah.
wear those extra painful heels. I think motherhood has really settled me down for quite some time. Not that I would look good over
Yeah.
being comfortable. But yeah, that's understandable. A sharp suit or a messy bun, which is sexier?
Not again promoting my brand, but sharp suit, definitely.
If you went into designer, what would you be doing right now?
I would be a psychiatrist, definitely, because I love psychology.
Wow.
Yeah.
We can align on that. Who's the one celebrity you're dying to put in one of your quotes?
Okay, that's very difficult because there are so many, but I'm obsessed with Priyanka Chopra's journey. I love her.
Oh,
So I
wow.
think I would really love to style her someday.
And I think oiliko chaima kura गर्ने भने I don't think that's something impossible pani.
Yeah.
If you are consistent, you're good
Yeah.
at what you do, your work is noticed one way
Yeah.
or the other. So
Definitely.
I really wish, hope and pray that day do comes अनि
would
हामीले
touch it.
news
Yeah.
touch it.
Yeah, it's here. No, it's not here. It's here.
That's all matter. अनि त्यो दिन आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ I'd love to share this if I'm still working on television or somewhere around media. I'd love to share that Shrijaको designsहरू चाहिँ अहिले प्रियङ्का चोपडाले लगाइराख्नु भएको छ भनेर. I would love to. It's so lovely to share that as well. Are just tiny little things that just the small strand just keeps you going, that just keeps you pushing your way through. You might also have that kind of motivation. You might feel so pulled back, so drenched and everything. What is that teeny tiny bit of hope or motivation that has always kept you together?
Okay, so it's before marriage, it was my sister. She used to be around me all the time, motivating me. Even my business start bokabela, she has been with me. But like now, it's my husband. He's my best friend. He is my like everything. He is always there to motivate me whenever I'm feeling low, especially during this motherhood. I got to know like his fatherhood as well. Yeah, it's amazing to know.
How different is it like to know a guy from a boy? He
Yeah.
was a boy when you
Yeah.
met him, I know. But this was from a boy to a man to a father. This journey for him as a couple, for you guys, also
Yeah.
must have been so changing in a very heartwarming way.
Yeah.
So talking about your journey as well, यहाँहरु दुवैजनाले यहाँले भन्नुभएको छ, you guys have grown together, okay?
Yeah.
From जनि सानैदेखिको पनि भन्दा फरक नपर्ला हैन. So how is it like working together? जस्तो अघि यहाँले एउटा कस्तो beautiful term use गर्नुभएको थियो, power couple भनेर,
Yeah.
okay? So for a lot of people watching this right now, a lot of guys and ladies पनि के किनभने अहिले मान्छेहरुलाई बिहे गर्न मन लाग्दैन, बिहे गर्यो भने they don't want to have babies भन्ने खालको जमाना आइसक्यो के अहिले.
Yeah.
So to them, how will you give out a message कि दुईजना सँगै ग्रो पनि गर्न सकिन्छ, यस्तो पनि हुन्छ भन्ने किसिमको एउटा मेसेज दिनु पर्यो भने चाहिँ how will you convince them, नभनौं,
Yeah.
give them a short message?
Okay, so the perception that I would like to share in this one is like couple भनेको के हो त भन्दा साथी हो, simply हैन. साथी भनेको को हो जसले जे चिजमा पनि साथ दिन्छ. So अनि साथीहरुसँग नै हो तिमीले सबै चिज शेयर गर्ने, right? So if you put this same perception mindset with your husband, then I think it's easier to like live your life together in whatever the circumstances is. And then we have been doing that since we were best friends, and then we became couple, and then we got married, and then we are now parents, right? So सुरुदेखि नै हामीमा बिचमा common भनेको चाहिँ नि we do share everything, like we are our buddies, we are our best friends. हाम्रो insecurities देखि लिएर हाम्रो like everything we put it transparent. So the more transparent is, the more beautiful it is going to be. Your journey is going to be beautiful. The relationship is going to be beautiful. अनि त्यो चिजले गर्दाखेरि नै like eventually when you like you guys build your dream together, right? यो सबै चिज भइसकेपछि, and then after you build a dream together, you like to work together. अनि त्यहीँनिरबाट कति कमी कमजोरीहरू हुन्छ, कति फेरि एकअर्कासँग सिक्ने inspirational चिजहरू पनि हुन्छ. It everything comes out in the table, and then I think that's how you can sort it out, and you can become a power couple. अनि सबैजना अहिले मैले देख्ने पनि वरिपरिहरू पनि जुन हजुरले mention गर्नुभयो that they don't want to get married or they don't want to have child. I think it's not that they don't want to get married or they don't want to have child, but I think they've not found this right partner for them whom they want to do this with. So if you want to find the right partner, it's important to have that set of communication from the like bottom point. So if you put every cards on the table, if you're sharing everything like he's your friend, then I think it's not impossible. So that's what we do.
I think the most beautiful thing about husband and wife is we are so non-judgmental about each other.
Exactly.
We tend to fight. अनि मलाई हजुरको कुरामा एड पनि के म चाहिँ एकदमै short tempered मान्छे हो कि I am so unlike you कि the way you're sharing कस्तो कामली म भयो भने चाहिँ कति कुरामा retaliate गरिहाल्छु के I'm very short tempered. अनि म जति रिसाए पनि my husband is always like रिसाएर के हुँदैन baby, we need to spend our lives together. आऊ भनेर he is always on the cooler side and I was get so shocked कि कसरी त्यस्तो हुन सक्छ मान्छे. I would not. म त 3 दिन 4 दिन नबोलिकन नि बस्दिन सक्छु के. But I've never stayed mad at him even for an entire day. Like हामी 12 घण्टा नबोलेको भन्ने पनि छैन होला के. And I think I can हुन्छ नि relate to you in this regard in so many ways. When you have a very supportive partner, मलाई चाहिँ अघि हजुरले भन्नुभएको कुरा कस्तो राम्रो पनि लागिरहेको थियो कि किनभने कतिपय लेडिजहरूको कुरा गर्दाखेरि when it comes to baby हो इन लजले हेरिदिनुहुन्छ नानीले हेरिदिनुहुन्छ भन्ने कुरा is it's so common. And you also mentioned that your husband can take care of your baby. He's very hands on भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ I think it's very important and it's something हुन्छ नि commendable as well. So a lot of you guys as well, श्रीजाजीले भन्नुभएको छ दुवैजनाले एकअर्कालाई individual person हो भनेर पनि मान्नु पर्छ. Along with that we are a team भनेर पनि सोच्नु पर्छ.
Exactly.
I love this concept of yours and I'm pretty sure you guys are loving it as well. But we are almost towards the end of today's episode. जानु भन्दा अगाडि anything that you'd love to share with our viewers, your fans, your followers, admirers हरू हुनुहुन्छ होला, your work is being admired so much by people, you know, even your family, friends, your cute little boy, you know, सबैजनाको लागि एउटा एकदम मिठो मेसेज दिन चाहिँ I'd like to request you.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for having me, and it was lovely communication, and then I love to share so many things. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, so मलाई चाहिँ अब basically as an entrepreneur, I would love to share that सबैजनालाई आफ्नो business start गर्नु मन छ भने चाहिँ नि please start with a research and then stay consistent and do not give up and do not listen to anybody. Please write your own story. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So you the viewers or anything that you would want to share to your close people watching us right now, your family, your friends, and someone close to you, like immediate people हरूको लागि पनि so appreciation kind of
appreciation very close ones like them I do give them like on a almost daily basis. I thank them, but yahaबाट पनि I'd like to thank all of my supporters, all my family members, my husbands, my baby, my sister, my mom, dad, my in-laws, everybody. सबैजनाले मलाई जहिले पनि support गरिराख्नुहुन्छ and whatever I dream of, they do come together and then they have never like stopped me, or they have always been very supportive, and then this ko lagi say thank you so much.
Wow, that's so lovely, and I really wish, hope and pray the kind of positivity that you have, it remains for eternity. You always like this, wherever you go, you spread this positivity everywhere is my wish for you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And I really hope, wish and pray that your baby boy is also always proud of you, because end of the day that's something we really want. Somewhere, even if we like say it out loud or not, may he always be proud of whatever you do one day. We'll have to say goodbye to you all. Thank you so much everyone for watching us. Thank you so much for coming here and sharing everything so honestly, so being so raw and so honest. I really loved every part of you. Thank you so much for everything that you shared with us. One day we'll have to say goodbye to you all. Everyone, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
This is